Hey, yo, what's up everyone? It's your boy Carl back at it again. New video, same grind. You already know. Hope y'all doing well on this Friday afternoon. Ready to grind hard because like always, I'm ready. So today it's part 17, I think. Like always, I never keep track of those. But yeah, today is part something of the pre-animation school training arc. And yeah, so we're continuing with the block tree practices where we're focusing on reinforcing the stylization, learning how to stylize proportion, and so I can build or reinforce the voice that I already have in my art to make it stronger, so I can make appealing artwork that I can be proud of, that I can like, and yeah, so on and so forth. But today we're doing something different. As you can see in the title, we're doing a bit more fundamental things, so it's less creative, but we're still working on the creative part of it a little bit. It's just that we're gonna focus more on the most fundamental skill that we need as an artist, which is your draftsmanship or line efficiency. So what we'll be doing today is gonna expose your line quality. Well, it will expose your line quality and your line confidence as well. But it's really like me personally, it really made me feel shitty when I did this exercise, but I started to accept the reality for what it looks like. So I'm going to show you what it looks like when I did it for the second time, I think. So yeah, so this is essentially it. So for the first part of this video, we gotta do shit like this. Ah man, I swear the first time I did this, I was like, yeah, no way I'm doing this on the weekly basis, but I'm still gonna do it. But man, that shit hurt my soul, because you have to draw everything with one line. So this means like all those sketches that I've done here, I never left the pen out of my paper. Well, okay, to be fair, there was time I let my hand out of the paper, but it's not because I wanted to do it. It just happened because I tried to reposition my hand or position my arm, and by repositioning my arm or my hand, I took off my pen from the canvas, and then yeah, I messed up. So it did 2 lines. But essentially, you try to do everything one line. I think this is a feet here. Yeah, that's a feet. That's disgusting. But I did all that in one line. And yeah, same thing for the hand, portraits. Bro, portraits is the one that's killing me, because bro, I'm like, what the fuck is that? That's it. I feel like I'm doing some Picasso art type shit. But yeah, but it's just this thing is just to help you practice your hand-eye coordination, and also prioritize the lines that will make the subject, the control lines that will create your subject, and also practice your line confidence. Like you keep going, and then okay, I forgot this part here, then you add in, and then if possible, do the shading and all the stuff, and yeah, it's really hard at first, but after you do a couple, it's gonna be a bit more easier. But maybe it's just me, because I'm still a beginner with this practice. But I don't expect doing great artworks with that or great sketches with that. Just something that it looks like a hand, it looks like a face, it looks like an apple that just got eaten. That key is a bit bent, but hey, it's a key. But hey, but yeah, I don't expect myself doing great sketches with that. But then after that, this is where you can do a bit of redemption. We're gonna do some character sketches, but this time we're gonna focus on line economy. The line economy is really important, especially in animation, because you try to go straight to the point. You have to draw many frames, and you don't have the time to do your chicken scratches, your not being comfortable with your lines and everything. Like the more economy you have in your line, the faster you become at drawing what you want to draw. And essentially, what the goal is, avoiding chicken scratches. Do clean lines for your sketch, and also try to draw one shape with a minimum of lines. So essentially, for example, here, this part here, as you can see, I drew the hair here. You could do one, like I think I did 1, 2. Yeah, so I did 1, 2, then I did 3. So I did this hair in 3 line, if I remember correctly. But there'll be people that'll do 1, line, 2 line, 3 line, 4 line. And maybe because, you know, if they're not comfortable with the curve shape, they're gonna do third line. Okay, I'm gonna stop a fourth for fifth line. I forgot. I mean, like that count in my head. But yeah, so yeah, you try to do you want to be able to draw one shape with as less line as possible, and also keep good quality sketches. So yeah, we're gonna do all that today. So like I always, take your pen, paper, tablet, or whatever you need to draw. Let's grind together, make some progress in your art journey. I'll do the first sketch live with you guys, and after that's gonna be a time lapse so you can see the struggle live. And yeah, so I'll probably put the references on the screen for the first one, at least. For the others, well, it's just gonna be a time lapse. So yeah, but for the first one, I'm gonna draw this. So I'm gonna draw this lighter here. Yeah, I'm gonna do this. So one line. Okay, so I gotta draw this with just one line. Okay, I'm gonna start with this. Also, it helps that you don't zoom in too much so you can have space, because when I first did it, I was a bit too zoomed in, and then I'm like, oh wait, it's too big, I need to zoom out. And if you know when you want to zoom out, if you, let's say I'm drawing right now, I can't zoom out now because the input is like, oh, I'm drawing, I cannot zoom out, so I have to take off my pen. Now I can zoom out. So yeah, it's preferable that you draw things at as you see the whole canvas, then you draw the thing that you need to draw. And on paper, I guess traditionally, I mean, you cannot really zoom in unless you draw like this with your paper. But yeah, but anyway, so let's get started, shall we? So yeah. And also, you don't need to rush this. Just take your time. I forgot to put the timer, huh? I already committed, so I'm not going back. I mean, you know what? Okay, let's restart because I forgot to put my timer in. I want to calculate time. Yeah, skip the break. We ain't taking breaks here. All right, it started. Okay, now we can start for real this time. This is for real. Okay. But this exercise is really good because, like I said, it practices your line confidence, your hand-eye coordination, and yeah, actually the actual exercise that practice your hand-eye coordination is the one where you draw without looking at your canvas. I remember I did this back in my college days, and man, I hated it. Like, bro, it was annoying. Ah, fuck, I'm too high. It's alright, we're gonna make this shit scuff. Because like I said, I'm aiming to make something good, but I'm not expecting to make a masterpiece with this exercise. I saw how other artists did it on YouTube, and I'm like, damn, bro, they're good. But I guess this comes with practice, you know? With practice, you're able to do, like, draw those things pretty easily, I assume. Oh shit, this is a second shape. Oh damn, I already messed up. What's up? Okay, I think I'm gonna stop talking because I need to focus. Right. Now this, I can use the shadow, the darkness, this thing here. Then I come back here to this line. But yeah, you can use the shadows to your advantage to draw the lines, because as you know, the contour lines don't exist in the real world, right? The contour lines are just a mean for us to represent what we're trying to draw, but essentially you just want to divide things with light and shadows. And so, like I said, since lines don't really exist, and you want to, like, you know, like, I'm trying to connect the upper part of the lighter, you know, you guys are gonna see the reference, the upper part of the lighter, but with the sphere or the circle thing to light the lighter, but there's no line that actually connect. Well, there's no line that connect there, but let's say there's no line. What you can do is that you use the shadow to create the lines, like I did here. Like right now, this whole part is dark, right? And I can use a shading to create another line, because, you know, it's like it will come out naturally. Like essentially that line that I did here where I'm putting my pen right now, it doesn't exist. It's just a dark shadow. Yeah. And then I want to, let me rearrange my hand because I'm without lifting my pen from the canvas. All right, now I'm comfortable. So let's go back here. Essentially, also you like traveling on the canvas because you're going back and forth to some places to draw things. And there's technically a corner here, but like I said, lines doesn't exist, but for the sake of it, I'm gonna draw the line here. And I think I pretty much draw everything that I needed to draw. No, cap, I didn't draw everything. Let me go back here. Like I said, you're gonna do a lot of back and forth. And I know I already messed up because shit. But ironically, doing this exercise this past 2 weeks, you know, it actually low-key helped me with my sketches. Like, I'm gonna put an image on my free sketching sessions that I've been doing lately. Shout out to members of Discord again. You know, feel free to join Discord. The link is in the description box below. Who give me some tips and tricks on how I can not improve necessarily, but how I can make my process more fun and enjoyable. Not that my previous process wasn't fun. It's just that it's something that I default to since I've did my mentorship. Oh man, I don't have. Oh wait. Oh no, because it's control line. Wait. But yeah. So they just give me some tips and tricks on how I can improve my process on how I do my artworks. You know, like if you watch my previous sketches, or my previous time lapse, you see that I sketch 3 times or 2 times. Okay, no, I sketched 2 times and then I inked. But I could avoid one step and just do one sketching stage. And actually, I can take off my pen. I can do just one sketch and do the line work instead of doing base sketch, detail sketch, and line work. And lately I've been practicing doing that, just sketching in one phase, you know, without doing a base sketch. Like I do the base sketch, but the base and detail sketch is one process, is one thing at a time. It takes a bit more time, but essentially by doing this, I'll get comfortable with this process. It will become faster. So I'll just sketch things and ink it right after. So yeah, and like I said, I put an example of what I'm talking about, and essentially it's just doing what I did here, because this is what I do here. Like I don't do a base sketch. Like you can see, it's really clean, and this is only one layer, by the way. This is only one layer. So essentially, I want to sketch like this, you know, be able to draw things from the get-go like that. And with this, it's just you need a lot of knowledge about your fundamentals, your shapes, your forms, anatomy, especially if you're drawing characters. And having all those 3 at top level, you'll be able to sketch without having a base sketch, you know. So yeah, so this is what I'm trying to achieve here, and I think I'm getting closer. And also it gives me a lot of freedom on how I draw stuff from what I've realized. So yeah, shout out to the Discord members, and like I said, you can join us the link is in the description box below. By the way, so enough yapping, I'll keep doing this practice. So now it's gonna be a time lapse. I'm gonna draw a lot of things. It's gonna be ugly, but hey, we're not here for the beauty of things, we're here for the skill. Anyway, I'll see you on the other side. All right, so back after the 30-minute practice of doing just one-line sketches, and man, as you can see, the result is not pretty. But one thing that I'm glad at least, or I'm okay with, is that you can recognize what those things are, you know. But man, yeah, I got no comments about that. It's just I just hope that this practice is gonna be useful. Though I said that it really helped me in some shape or form. Like I see it in a minor way, but I'm gonna keep doing it because if this is an actual practice that exists, I mean, it should be useful at some point with your draftmanship. So yeah, but anyway, let's move on to the more fun part. You know, the part where things make sense. So now I'm gonna draw two characters. You know, for the 30 minutes that I have. Or well, if I finish before 30 minutes, I'll finish before 30 minutes, but ultimately I do this for 30 minutes. And yeah, for today I'm gonna draw Daisy, Princess Daisy, and I'm gonna draw I forgot her name. I think it's Clover? That's her name? Or Alex. So Alex the girl is the yellow girl, Totally Spies. I forgot. Alex is the yellow girl. The girl with the yellow suit. Clover is the girl with the green, the red one. Man, anyway, I forgot their name. But yeah, so I'm gonna draw those two characters here, and like I said earlier, the goal is to draw them with draw the shape, all the shape and all the stuff with as less line as possible, you know. So avoiding chicken scratches, if possible avoid feathering as well. Though feathering, if you're feathering the same line, I guess it's count for one line, but just, you know, take the time to analyze the shapes, the shape language of the character design, and try to draw that shape with less line possible. You know, if you can draw a full head with one line or two line, that's cool. But there's nothing wrong if you draw with more lines. It's just that, you know, maybe it would be more efficient if you can do it with less lines. It's just that, you know, that's what the practice is here for. And also it forces you to be more confident with, well, not be more confident, it forces you to take the time to analyze your reference, and so you can be more confident with your decisions, you know, because most of the time the reason why we feather, or you know, or the beginner when they do a chicken scratch is because they don't know where they want to go, you know. Like instead of doing, you know, like they want to do let's say they want to draw a square, you know, I'm gonna draw a square with 4 lines, well, as best possible, you know. I already messed up, you know. I'll draw this here and I'll just square with 4 lines. There will be people that'll be able to do this with 2 lines, you know. There'll be people that'll be able to do this with 1 line. I'll try, but I don't promise anything. Okay, I did anyway, but yeah, you get what I mean. So it's trying to draw, is you want to upgrade to with less line possible. Of course, you know, there'll be times you'll need to change line, especially if you have to go from this to, I don't know, a straight line. I mean, I'm pretty sure you can do like, just take your time, and then I don't know, you wanna, now you have created a leg. I think that's a leg. But you get the gist of it. So it's just to minimize your feathering and make good squetches. I can't speak. But anyway, yeah, so it will help you reach a quality of sketching level that, you know, you see most often professionals when they sketch their characters, or they sketch for a game, a movie, manga, and everything. The sketches are really clean, just because they have a lot of line economy, a good draftsmanship, and a lot of confidence when they draw the line. They know where they want to go with the line work. So yeah, this is what the purpose of this practice. This one make more sense to me compared to the previous one though. But anyway, I digress. I'm just gonna get started. So I think for this time, I'm just gonna jump straight into a time lapse, because, you know, I don't want to make this video too long. Well, my videos I always end up long anyway. So yeah. Anyway, so like I always, you know, keep progressing, keep focused, stay locked in, and yeah, I'm gonna keep sketching, and I'll see you guys on the other side. So that will be it for today. Actually, I still got 8 minutes left, but seeing how it took me almost the entire time to just draw this, I'm assuming that drawing the other character is gonna take me as much time. But yeah, so I'll just do it on my own time, you know, while I do my free sketching session today. But yeah, so this is it for today. And as I'm doing this, I just came to realize that the previous practice that we did with the one line sketching is how useful it is actually. Like I said, it's just to practice your line confidence and everything, but it's just to help you force yourself to do as much to draw as much with less line, you know. Like I feel like I keep repeating myself, but it's just that example. I don't know for which part of the body I did this, but I think I tried for some part here to draw like the entire shape in one line. Then when I couldn't handle it anymore, I don't feel comfortable to continue, I just let it go and did another line, so it helped me reduce the number of lines I have to do. So I think this is what the purpose of this exercise is. What is the purpose of this exercise, you know? Like, it's not to create the best sketches that you can or to draw as close to accurate what you see the reference, is to just help yourself to use less line so you can have more line in your ammo reload, you know. But yeah, so that's it for today. So I hope y'all enjoyed today's session. Y'all made some good progress in your own grind, because as you know, I hope y'all don't watch those videos and don't do your own artwork or doing something progressive, you know, that will help you progress in your plans or your goals, you know. So yes, I'll let you guys go. I'll keep sketching on my own, doing some free sketching so I can practice more and get comfortable with this new process, because I'm telling you, as I'm doing those sketches without doing all the process I'm usually do, you know, like the base, detail sketch, then ink, and I just do like base and detail sketch in one go. It feels like you know, like that one episode of Naruto where Rock Lee take off his weight on his leg and he just dropped them. Like it literally felt like this, and it will feel like this even more as I get better and at drawing things that I like to draw, you know. Not saying that what I'm doing right now is necessarily bad. It's just that, you know, I think I can use some tweak here and there. And also, what I fear the most with that, what I used to fear a couple weeks ago with this process, is that there was a time that I tried to draw like this, you know, without having to do all the base and all the stuff. And to be fair, I did this before my mentorship, the mentorships that I went in for the past few years. I feared that my sketch will feel flat, that there will be no depth into it, and because, you know, I'm not drawing on top of on shape that are actually built like boxes and all the stuff. But I realized that my mind is so used to perceive things in shapes and volumes, the depth and all the stuff, that I think that yes, for certain things I will have to draw the structure first and then draw the detail. But for most of it, the parts that I'm comfortable with, it's like just a simple box, you know, like example the torso. My mind and my hand, the muscle memory, is able to capture the depth and the volume in this particular space, you know. Like when I was drawing the torso here, you know, usually, you know, I will have drawn something like this, you know, I will do this, and then I'll do this. Damn, I did this with one line, yo. But yeah, I usually do something like this. Then after that, I'll lower the opacity. Then I will draw whatever is this here. Like, you know, I'll tweak the shapes to make it more organic, you know. And yeah, so but now my brain is able to recognize, like, yo, look, that extra line that you did here, we don't need it. We know it's there. You just have to draw the things properly, you know, like the topography. Like sometimes I'll do this, you know, like I'll draw this entire shape. I'll do this, you know, just to a reminder, like, yo, look, it's curving here and it's curving like this, so don't forget that. But yeah, so anyway, I would have been able to go beyond that or change my process if it wasn't for the guys on the Discord that really opened my not open my mind, because it's not like I said I was close to the idea. It's just that, you know, I wasn't secure. I felt comfortable enough to go to change my process, but as I practice, it feels more comfortable. But anyway, enough yapping on my part. I'll let you guys go enjoy your weekend. Like I always, leave a like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of my videos. I upload a new video every Friday afternoon. And yeah, also join the Discord as well. We are doing some weekly art grind session in voice chat. You know, it's just the people in Discord and me coming together and draw and talk about anything and everything. You know, lately we've been talking a lot about storytelling, you know, RPGs, big criticizing RPGs and all this stuff, but it's a fun conversation. And also we drawing, sharing tips and tricks so we can each all improve in our journeys. And yeah, but that's enough for me. Like always, keep grinding, take some break, and don't slack. And yeah, I'll see you guys on my next video. All right, peace.